lot of Filipinos don't know the history behind it. So they just use it to tease, use it to just call, like they feel like they're literally just saying you're black. So it's really not a big deal. I'm a Filipino that plays basketball really good. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys should be expecting more of our sit down videos. So today guys, I'll be replying to comments on one of my most viral videos. This is not going to be me just replying this comment, but I will also be educating, because I feel like there are some comments I need to shine more light on or share with you guys as well to share more light on. So if you're excited as I am, just stay tuned. To see more of my content, you have to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and you can share as well to your friends, your families. Turn on the notification button so whenever I post a video you get notified. Everything said are my opinion. You can agree with them, you can oppose them, but that's just what I think. You can share with me your opinions, we'll talk about it, enlighten me. I am open to that, very, very open to that. But this is not the standard idea behind my own opinions. These are just mine, yes, Christine's, okay? Okay guys, so the first comment is, Filipinos are not racist. We are just used, once we saw a person with dark color, we just automatically call them Negro, which literally means describing or just referring to his or her color. Sometimes yes, just to tease them, but never to insult them. Mostly Filipinos don't know the story behind and history about Negro and black in Europe's and Americans, meaning mostly Filipinos have no idea at all what's the other offensive meaning once called Negro and black. Yet there are some Filipino who knows that it is offensive and deeper, but still go about calling people Negro and black. Okay, earlier today I jotted down some things I want to emphasize on regarding referring to people as blacks or calling them Negro, Negra. I mean, I believe it's very common, because it has happened to me on about 2-3 occasions. The first one, I didn't even know the guy was calling me Negro. I was walking down the street and then he kept on, I couldn't hear his pronunciation clearly, so I just assumed he was saying amiga. And then when he called it again, I heard Negra. And I was like, why are you calling me Negra? That sounds a bit racist. But when it happened to me the second time, the third time, I was like, okay, these people now don't really know that people might find it offensive to be called Negro or Negra or to be called black. Left for me, I'm like, why do you have to refer to people by the color of their skin? How would you greet a white person or someone who is not black? So why can't you refer to that person in that manner as well? Why go about putting emphasis on the color or on the skin tone? Anyways, that's just my opinion. But I feel like a lot of Filipinos don't know the history behind these terms, and so they just do it out of a place of oh, we're just referring to your skin color, or it's not wrong, it just literally means black. Initially I was going to do like a definition of terms of what Negra means, Negro, but a lot of us already know it means just referring to someone as black, calling them their skin color, calling them their complexion, and there is more to people than the color of their skin. Also, why it is improper to just call people black. If you don't know about the history of blacks, maybe you can look into that. There are a lot of documentaries, a lot of articles on the history of blacks and on why black people don't like to be referred to as black. But in my own opinion, I feel like these terms are associated with a lot of discriminations, a lot of pain, a lot of sad history. So whenever you call a black person black, it just reminds them of the history, the past, what they went through and stuff like that. So I feel like that's why it's really, really inappropriate. So if you don't understand the history behind these terms, then it's safe to not call people by these terms. I think these days black people are called African Americans or Afro Americans, and I don't really know about the history of that term, how it came about and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do more of my research on that. So maybe I even feel like it's more proper to call them African Americans or Afro Americans, but you can't just assume that every American you see that is black is African American. I mean, they are Americans that are not African Americans. So you see where wisdom needs to be applied. So these are my suggestions. If you see a black person, instead of calling them Negra or Negro, you can say, hi, hello, what do I call you? Maybe they'll tell you their names, or you can ask them, is it okay to call you this? If it's okay by them, then sure, go ahead. But if they say no, then you don't call them that. Okay? That's just my suggestion, to avoid hurting someone or to avoid provoking someone, because not everybody will take it lightly, you get. So we just need to apply wisdom with these terms. There's a lot, there are a lot of pains, a lot of discriminations associated with this term, black. So you need to be mindful. You need to apply wisdom. Something else that is very, very important is the context. The context in which these terms are used. The context in which you're using the term Negra, Negro, black, even African American. You need to make sure that you're using them in the right context. And truly, I feel like for black people here in the Philippines, you shouldn't really get offended, because a lot of Filipinos don't really understand it. A lot of Filipinos don't know. Just like this comment says, a lot of Filipinos don't know the history behind it. So they just use it to tease, use it to just call, like they feel like they're literally just in your black. So it's really not a big deal for them. So please don't get so offended. You can just take a minute to educate the person, take a minute to enlighten them on these terms in order to avoid future fights or bomba to bomba, as we say in Pidgin. So this person says, when I'm just a child, I thought all black people are gods of basketball. Ha ha ha. Another person says, blacks are celebrities in the Philippines. No cap. I'm not joking, no cap. You know what would even make them really think you're more of a celebrity is when you're not tall. For all my tall Africans here in the Philippines, you can relate. Whenever I'm walking down the streets, they're like, hi, guapa, gorgeous, are you a model? Then if it's when I'm riding bikes, the Koreans will be like, oh, how tall are you? I'll say, okay, I'm 6 flat. Okay, are you a basketballer? And I'm like, professionally, nah, but for fun, yeah. And I know some things about basketball, and they'll be like, oh wow, yeah, because you know you look like a basketball. And I'm like, I get that a lot, my height. I will be walking down the street and the next thing is, hi Gopa, can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, me? You mean me? It's going to be so different to go back to Nigeria, where a lot of us are tall. There are a lot of tall people. There are a lot of fine people. So I'm going to be like back to none of all this, back to no more attention, back to no more hype and stuff. Because you don't even have to do too much here. You don't have to do too much, and then wow, it's like Sana all guapa. Say, are you a model? I mean, from time to time. Are you a basketballer? Do you gym? Do you work out? I'm like, from time to time. I'm not really surprised that you thought that all black people are gods of basketball. It's very common, and I think that's because we have this advantage of height. A lot of Africans are tall, so people just see us and assume that we play basketball. But let me tell you, when you jam a Filipino that plays basketball really good, forget that he is short. He may be below 5'7", but he will play like somebody that would dribble a tall man in that court. So that's one thing I've come to understand. It's really not all about the height. Filipinos play basketball really good. They do. So yeah, it's a plus. I mean, kudos to you guys. So this person says, to all black people out there, if they don't like you in your country, come here in the Philippines, let's love each other. Yeah, you're welcome in the Philippines. Another person says, so I'm Jamaican and I have a few Filipino friends. They are the most kind, caring, welcome and friendly people in the world. I never had a bad encounter ever. On God, I love them. That's true. If you have Filipino friends, you will know that Filipinos are very free. They are loving. They are fun to be with. Fun. So if your level of fun is not really up to theirs, you might be like, how do you have so much energy? Because I'm not joking, Filipinos have energy. You should get yourself a Filipino friend if you're in the Philippines, because they would really assist you, they would help you, they would tell you things you really know about the market, about the people, they will give you tips, you know, all these nice things. So I actually feel like they're one of the best people to keep as friends. Yeah, Filipinos, they're one of the best people to make friends with. You will have fun with them. Like they say, it's never a dull moment in the Philippines, it's always fun in the Philippines. So whenever you hear that, think about the people. There's no fun without the people. This person says, I am Filipino, I love black because we have black heritage, which gives us unique complexions and beautiful looking combinations of Indonesia, Malaysians, Americans, Spanish, Indians, Pakistan, Jewish, German, etc. What a great nation. Here in the Philippines, you hear terms like morena, and then you notice that they are not really white. They have this unique complexion. So Filipinos actually have black history. You can look this up, Aetas. They are also called Aeta or Aeta. So these are like indigenous black people who live in the Luzon area. These people live in the Luzon area of the Philippines. Let's go to Google. So Aeta, also Aeta or Aeta, until recently they are a hunter-gatherer population. They are indigenous to the main island of Luzon in the Philippines. They are considered by anthropologists to be descendants of the original inhabitants of the Philippines. So these are known as like the ancestors of Filipinos, and they are black. You can look it up. I'll put the term here just in case my pronunciation is not doing justice to it. You can look it up, you'll see them. They are black skin, they have curly hair, and I actually feel like this is what gives the Filipinos their unique color, because they are not plainly white. They have like this brown, this tan brown. Some of them are really closer to looking like white, some of them look like black. Now that leads me to my next comment. According to Google, in the Philippines, morena is used to describe a person with brown skin. While the term's etymology may be a bit muddy, it's likely derived from the Spanish word moreno, that is from the male version of the morena, which means brown or brunette. So yeah, this term is very, very common here in the Philippines. They use it to refer to people with dark skin, darker skin than a normal Filipino. They refer to them as moreno or morena. And that's why I feel like it's also very normal for them to use the term negra and negro, because they use the term morena, moreno to refer to their own people. So they don't really see any issue with using it to refer to a black person. Should go back to our history. The Philippines was colonized by two countries, the Spaniards and the Americans. So you see why these terms are used, because they were colonized by the Spaniards. And so I guess that brought about this whole term morena, moreno. Yeah, and they're usually very pretty. My goodness, there are some popular Filipino actresses and actors that are morenas and morenos. If you know them, I really don't know them by names. Even on TikToks, like I really see beautiful looking morenas, and they really promote their skin. This person is very funny. Anyways, I'll just allow you guys reply to him, because I have absolutely nothing to say to him. These are the kind of people I have no replies for. He said, seeing a black person is like seeing a wild animal in public. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, you guys should please reply to this comment. So this other comment really caught my attention, because this person really settled down to ask me about 4 questions. So I replied him already in the comment section, but I would like to shed more light on this comment. So he said, I have a question, but it became questions. So number 1, how do you groom your hair? My dear, if black people start explaining to you how we take care of our hair, if I start talking about this natural hair thing. In fact, I just started my own journey to having natural hair, like the typical afro hair, and oh my goodness, it's been a hassle. Just my hair hasn't even grown to this length and it's already a hassle, it's already a problem. Now imagine the people with so much afro hair. Anyways, for me, I'm a braid stylist. I style braids, I make braids, I make hair. So, and growing up in Nigeria, my parents, my siblings were really into maintaining hair, so I learned one or two. I can style my natural hair in some manner, in a way. I know quite few products to use from watching YouTube videos, TikToks, Instagram reels and stuff, like, and I feel like there is no single pattern to it. So you know, like the afro hair or Africans hair or black people's hair, we have different categories. We have the A type, B type, C type. I don't even know much about it. Anyways, there are like different types, different categories, and so the manner of care, manner of maintenance are actually different because of these gradings. These gradings are actually done based on the coils. Some black people have coilier hairs, some people have less coils, some people have like wavy coils, so it's actually depending on the coils, and so the manner and method of care and maintenance are actually different. There is no single pattern. For me, I just braid my hair, make use of the right hair conditioner and product, and then I'm currently having this hairstyle. This is called yarn locks, but it's actually a threading pattern we use in Africa. It helps in growing hair and like stretching the hair. So yeah, that's why I have this. Well, trust me, there are a lot. But if you want to know more, you can look it up on YouTube, or you can check out TikToks and stuff like that. They are very educative on how to maintain black hair. So the second question says, I've seen black people at the beach basking in the sun. What do you get from doing that? Because we Pinoys get even darker when we are under the sun for any considerable amount of time. So do you? For me, I really don't do that. Maybe some of them are doing that just for the obvious reason, which is to tan their skin. I don't know why. I don't do it, so I can't say for everybody, but I believe one of the important reasons want their skin to get brownish, like the jollof rice bun pot brown. You guys won't get that joke. Anyways, yes, some people do it just to tan, but I don't do it, so I can't say for everybody. The next comment, do you get sunburn? Yes. Do black people get sunburn? We do. It may not be as prominent as it is on white skin, but yeah, we do get sunburns. My mom is light skin and she gets it, and it's very obvious that they are there whenever she do get sunburns. So I feel like it may not be obvious depending on the skin, depending on the complexion of the African or the black person. But even myself, forget I'm this black, I'm this cocoa, I still get sunburn, so I have to like apply my sunscreen whenever I'm going out. You know how hot this country is. Philippines is very, very hot, so we always have to apply our sunscreens to avoid what? Sunburn. I think this will be the last comment I'll be replying to. So the last question he has for me is, I have seen African black people who always choose the orange color. Is it a cultural thing or just preference? I think it's preference. For me, I like orange color. You know, orange really pops on black people. Like colors like orange, green, yellow, it pops on us, on our skin. It suits our skin because we are darker, so we can wear lighter colors like that. One of my favorite color is actually orange, so I love orange color. But it's not a cultural thing. You will meet some black people that don't like orange. You will meet some black people that can't even stand orange. Then you will meet some black people that are like very, very, really obsessed with orange color. So yeah, it depends on preference. It's not a cultural thing. Absolutely not. Okay guys, so thank you so much for replying to these comments with me. If you have more information, or if you would like to share more light on any of these comments, please do so in the comment section. I would be looking forward to hearing your own opinions about these comments. I just pick out some because there were a a lot. And if you haven't seen the video, I would put the link below, so check in the description box. There you will see the link to the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Maybe we should do this more often, replying to comments. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, share so that we can get more views, and also let me know your opinion. Don't forget, very important, leave your comments in the comment section and I'll get back to you on them. See you guys in my next video. Stay tuned. I love you guys so much, and stay blessed.